Folks, welcome back. We, Alex and I, want to teach you the kettlebell clean and press, and even more specifically than that, the double kettlebell clean and press. So please tune in. Join us as we break down this exotic and magnificent exercise. This is, by the way, if you listen to the podcast this morning, this was the, my favorite kettlebell exercise that wasn't the swing. It's this one. It's the clean, specifically the double clean and press. But we got to start with a single bell to build the foundation. So let us know where you're tuning in from. It's a hot, humid day here in where are we? Eastern Pennsylvania? Somewhere in Pennsylvania. Busy day at the Dragon Gym as well, despite it being a holiday. So we'll work around all these cars and people driving in and out. So the double clean and press, I don't want to spend too much time talking about the exercise. I want to spend more time demonstrating, because the podcast this morning on the Pat Flynn Show was a lot of verbal description. What's great about this exercise, ideas on how to program it. So now we want to give you the visual component, show you what the exercise looks like, and break down some of the techniques. So if you want to learn all about the benefits and the programming ideas behind this workout, see the podcast I did this morning. The link should be below. We'll put it, maybe somebody could drop into comments. Other than that, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know what you're drinking. And how about this? How about I do some demos with the doubles, because then Alex is going to make a mess of this kettlebell here. And then we'll let you hop in and show off your manly strength.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so what do we need to know for this exercise? And then you can kind of maybe talk me through it.
Well, first things first, a very important thing is making sure that your setup is good. So you don't want to just kind of haphazardly walk over, get the kettlebells into position. You can stomp around a little bit like Godzilla, like Pat is doing. But the big thing is you want to start off with your chest open wide. It's going to help make sure that you're not doing this slouching thing. It's very hard to press like that without hurting your shoulders. So it's going to start off with a nice wide open chest. Move his hips back. He's going to grab the kettlebells, tilt them toward himself first, and then he's going to launch them high up toward his groin area. Now they're in the rack. He's going to press them straight overhead. Now, straight doesn't necessarily mean that the elbows stay in a straight line. You're going to open up a little bit, and depending on how long your arms are, you might have to open up a little bit more. It's something that you'll just kind of find out with a little bit of practice, right? Now, you'll also notice that the bells are going up and coming down at the same time. So he's not doing this sort of a thing. It's all one smooth movement, right?
Oh, it feels good.
Anything else you'd like to add in?
Yeah, let me
a little pointer for the double.
Pop in here. So, how'd that look, folks? Did that look pretty good?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, hearts. You're watching an Alexander Virginia.
I know my hair is really throwing out.
So a few things to note. When we say double clean and press, I'm referring to what is sometimes called a long cycle clean and press. And that means we are doing one clean between every press. Why is this good? Why is this awesome? Well, it's about as full body of a movement as it gets, folks. We are combining a lower body explosive power hip hinge, a double clean, which just includes everything from the hamstrings, the glutes, the low back, the quads, the lats, the rhomboids, the biceps, to power the bells up, explode the bells up, redirect them into the rack position. Then what we have from here, Satsang, how are you, is a grinding full body press, right? So now we're getting rid of momentum, and we're getting tight, we're getting organized, and then we're grinding the kettlebell overhead. So the bicep is next to, bulging bicep, please, bicep next to or even slightly behind the ear, full range of motion. So want me to demo a few more reps? Look at that. You want the biceps, you got to do the double clean and press.
It's a must. We got someone tuning in from the UK. Rob, how you doing?
Alex, maybe you could talk a little bit about, I know there's a few different breathing patterns that people can use for this.
Sure.
So I'll try and make my breathing as auditory as possible, and then we can talk through it. So,
right. So first things first, what he's going to do when he sets up is that as he launches the kettlebells toward the top of his hips, he's going to sniff in air through his nose. Right. Now, he's going to let a little bit of it out. The goal is not to make noise in the position. The goal is to let a little bit of air out in order to tense the midsection and pressurize it. Now from here, he's going to continue that, let a little bit more of that air bleed out as he is tensing the midsection. Now when the air is coming out, that is a side effect of the tension from the midsection, all right? Now he's going to do the same thing again, all right? Good. And then come down, he's going to do the same thing. He's pulling the kettlebells down, so he's going to, once again, he's going to need to generate a lot of tension here, make sure he's staying stable. One thing that I would also like to point out is, let's say He's getting a little bit, oh yeah, look at that. He's already got a gun show going. It's not even like 10:30 in the morning here. Now, another very important thing is that periodically when you're pressing, you might be testing yourself out, or maybe you're trying a brand new pair of kettlebells and they're a little bit heavy. So let's say you get to the halfway point, right? You could start to do a little bit of that hissing breathing in the same way. Again, the point is not to make the hissing sound. The point is to pressurize in the midsection. But he might have to create an extra pressure when he gets to that sticking point. So let's go ahead and demonstrate one of those.
I'm just kidding, it's light.
Right, good. So, Pat, being a fantastic actor, was able to pretend like they were very heavy for a brief and shining moment. But this is the exact idea that you can use for the kettlebell in order to get stronger, not only in presses, but also in squats and other grinding movements when you reach a sticking point. And invariably, when the weight gets heavy enough, you definitely will. Right?
You want to see if you can press this?
All right, so folks, I don't know if you can see over here, but we've got...
See the size of that kettlebell, everyone?
Yes.
What do you think? You think Alex can press that one?
What is that?
I don't know, man. It looks huge, though.
Yeah, all right.
It
well,
looks huge.
let's do this.
What do we think? Let's give Alex some like and love. You think he can press that sucker?
Maybe a round of applause.
Let's see if all this training is paying off. Let's give him a little Facebook support with the likes, with the hearts.
As possible.
You think
right?
you think you can do it?
All of the same techniques we did earlier.
Well, let's take a vote. Who thinks Alex can get this kettlebell up? Yes or no? Yes.
Up vote.
I trust in Alex's strength. Or no way.
All right, is everybody ready?
All right, here we go. All right, you see the kettlebell here. All right, let's do it, my friend. Okay. Deep breath, focus, concentrate. Huh. Oh, and he got it. He got it. Oh, bring it over here.
Folks,
bring that over here.
Look at this.
Oh,
PR.
we
Pinkies
did,
up, folks.
We did not think
3 pounds
that this was possible. Let it be known that through consistent and dedicated training, just about any feat of strength is within your hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, hey, I hope these tips were helpful. There's a lot of nuances to the double clean and press, but let this be a visual reference guide to you. So, you can hear me explain the exercise. You can hear us give all the cues, which, again, I do in the podcast. So listen to the podcast in conjunction with this. But then what's really useful is to film yourself doing the exercise like we're doing, because you don't always see, I mean, how could you see your own technique while you're performing it? So if we can give one last tip, get yourself on camera and then compare it to other references like this video. We've got a ton of these on YouTube. So that, to me, is one of the best ways to self-critique, because not all of us are around a coach at all times. Now, obviously, getting a coach is the ideal situation, and having feedback from others, but self-critique is really important. So film yourself, compare it to this. I hope this was helpful. If it is, please do tag a friend, share it, pass it along, and strong on.